So good morning, all of you. Sorry, good afternoon, all of you. It's a fifth period, that's why good afternoon. Okay. If you remember, last day we discussed about, I think some question were solved from the principle of mathematical induction, and then after I told you to ask the question from set. But unfortunately, no one were having question. Only one student asked one question. So once again, before starting the relation and function, as I told you yesterday, if there is no any question in a set, so we will discuss about the relation and function. It was discussed yesterday. Yeah. So if you are having any question to ask in sets, please ask. Otherwise, we can start relation and function. Yeah, Saswat, tell me. Unmute yourself, Saswat, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, in exercise 1.5, long answer questions, sir,
Wait.
1.5. Sir, page 44.
Yes.
Sir, long answer questions, sir, we can solve them using Venn diagram in exam also. Long answer questions, page number 44.
Which one you are asking?
Sir, these long answer questions, sir, we can solve them using Venn diagram in exam.
Yeah, can do, no problem. You can do by Venn diagram. We can solve this question by that taking element x belongs to A, and then if x is belonging in A from the given condition, if x is belonging in B, then I can say A is the subset of B. We can do, no problem is there.
Thank you, sir.
It's okay. Anything more? You will get 1 6 marks question from the word problem. Is there any question in word problem? No. So can we start can solve the word problem of the set by Venn diagram? Actually, one student saw as well send one message. In a Venn diagram only, that's we have taken A, B, C, no? Small a, small b, small c. With the help of circle, we have shown one set, and another circle is showing another set. And if there are 3 sets, we are taking A, B, C. And as I told you, I think directly also we can do these questions with the help of cardinal number of A union B union C is equal to cardinal number of A plus cardinal number of B plus cardinal number of C minus cardinal number of A intersection B minus cardinal number of B intersection C minus cardinal number of C intersection A plus cardinal number of A intersection B intersection C. It was told we may use, but the thing is that what we have seen, questions are easy if we are doing by small a, small b, small c, small d. Because if somewhere, if it is written exactly mathematics are exactly one subject. So if there are 3 subjects, so it may be exactly mathematics, it may be exactly physics, it may be exactly chemistry. And for mathematics, if you want to find exactly mathematics, only mathematics I can say. So from the mathematics, I have to subtract mathematics and physics. I have to subtract mathematics and chemistry. And when we will subtract these two, then intersection of all will be subtracted 2 times, then it has to be added there. So I think in this way it will be little bit lengthy. And if we will do by small a, small b, small c, that will be easy for you. What I am thinking. Anything to discuss here in this topic? No. Can I start with the relation? Have you revised relation? Okay. Is there anyone who can tell me the definition of relation? Akriti? Definition of relation.
Yes, sir.
What is the definition of relation? How can you define relation?
Uh,
I think in this chapter, relation and function, we have to discuss about the two things, the relation and then function. Function will be defined with the help of relation only. And in a relation, few points are there, how to represent the relation, that roster form, set filter form, and Venn diagram. And then after we discuss the domain and range of the relation, these things we have discussed. I'm asking only one thing, what is the definition of relation? That much only I'm asking.
if there are two sets A and B,
Yeah,
then A will be having a relation in B.
if A will be,
A will be having relation with B.
how a set will have a relation with another set? I think element of set will be related to the
Element of set, yes.
element of the other set, na? Mathematically, I think it was discussed like that. If a relation is defined from A to B, something was like that. Na? If a relation is defined from A to B, then it is called, then it should be a subset of A cross B. Am I correct? Am I correct what I said?
Yes, sir.
If a relation is defined from A to B, then that R should be, means relation should be subset of A cross B. So before the starting to the relation, we should discuss about A cross B. What is the A cross B? Should I? Because that this is an important starting point of these things, and definitely we will have a question depend on that. And one more thing, that's many students are attending class without video. Please switch on your video. I don't think it will take too much time. And Kas Prajapati, no, he was sleeping, I think. Okay, come to the point. Let me tell you firstly, if suppose that I'm having two sets, A is equal to small a, small b, small c. Another set I'm having B. This can be written as 1. And if I'm finding A cross B, A cross B. So it can be written as A1, A2, A3. Can be written as B1, B2. It can be written as C1, C2, and C. If I'm not wrong, you know very well this is called ordered pair. In ordered pair, it is the first element, it is the second element. And some properties were discussed when I discussed the ordered pair. If two ordered pairs are equal, then their first element should be equal and second element should be equal correspondingly. Am I correct or not? If an ordered pair is equal to 0, then I said both elements should be separately equal to 0. Why I'm discussing this thing? Because definitely we will have some question related to ordered pair also in our examination. Maybe two ordered pair can be given, and in these ordered pairs some variables are there, and we have to find the value of this variable. So we should know the property of ordered pair, then only we can do. Okay, it's okay. Now, after knowing the ordered pair, it was told you, if I'm talking about the relation, if a relation is defined from A to B, A to B means the element of A are related to the element of B. Element of A are related to the element of B. Then I said R is the subset of A cross B. R should be the subset of A cross B. If relation is defined from A to B. If suppose that I am writing here R is equal to A, B. This means that each and every element of the relation should be in the form of ordered pair. Yeah, in ordered pair, that first element should be from the first set and second element should be from the second set. And the one more thing, now what is the relation between A and B? It will be given in the question. That will be the different for different questions. Am I correct or not? I think the same thing we discussed in when we learn relation. So here one question can arise: कि if we are having well-defined two non-empty set A and B, and if we want to find the number of possible relation on from A to B, so what should I do? We should find the number of the subset from A to B. Are you getting me or not? And that is number of subset is what? A to B is A cross B. Now see, there are three elements. So number of element in A cross B will be 9. And the number of subset of A cross B is 2 to the power 9. Are you getting me what I want to say? In the same way, one more word is there. If it is written, the relation is defined on A. If this word is there, relation is defined on A, it means it is defined from A to A. B is not there. It means the first and second element both should be from A only. Are you getting me what I want to say? I'm taking one example, the same example I took in class 12 also, when today I was revising the same thing in class 12. So I took one example and it was written there. If A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. R is equal to a relation is given x, y such that 2x minus y is equal to. This is the relation between x and y. When I'll transpose, I'll get y, 2x is equal to y. It means the first element is just second element is just 2 times the first element. Y is equal to 2x we will get or not. So I can say second element is just 2 times the first element. This is the relation between them. In other words, I can say that first element is the half of the second element. Yeah. But it's written that R is defined on A. On A means what? R is defined from A to A. It means the X and Y both should be belonging in A. Suppose that this word is not written that R is defined on A. And if it is written X, Y, both is belonging in A, it means the same. Means first and second element both are from A only. It means what? R is defined on A to A. So directly we need not to read like that A to A. Simply I can say if R is the relation defined on A. On A means that domain and codomain both should be there. Got it? Got it my point? Now. See here, one relation is written in this form. Definitely it is called the set builder form. Am I correct or not? This is called the set builder form. Now, if suppose that I want to write in a roster form, what should be? R is equal to. When I take X is equal to 1, definitely Y will be. Am I correct? 2x minus y is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to y we will get or not? So when I take x is equal to 1, y will be 2. Okay, there is no problem. Okay, if I take x is equal to 2, then y will be 4. Is it? Say yes or no. When I am taking x is equal to 2, y will be 4. It is 6. If it is 4, it is 8. If it is 5, it is 10. If it is 6, it is 12. If I am writing 7, it is 14. If I am writing 8, it is how much? 16. And then I can say if I am writing 10, it is 20. Arshita, unmute yourself. Yes, good afternoon. Are you able to listen to me? Harshita, are you able to listen me?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. That's one relation I wrote here. R is equal to xy such that 2x minus y is equal to 0, where x and y both belonging in A. Then after I wrote the same thing in roster form. Is it?
Yes, yes, sir.
So I'm asking to you, is it correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Is it correct? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Soumya, unmute yourself.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Is it correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Mang? Is it correct?
No, sir.
No, sir. Why it is not correct?
Sir, because in 8 till 10 only is there.
Yeah?
Sir, in 8 till 10 only is there.
Till the 10 only it will be there. No? This I wrote here 612. If y is belonging in A, so y should be either 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 only. No? Y cannot be except this A. I wrote here y12, y14, y16, y20, and between them one more. And even then, these two students said, yes, sir, it is correct. It's not correct. We have to be very, very careful for these things. Let me tell you what I said here. It was written xy. It means it is well clear that each and every element of relation should be an ordered pair. In ordered pair, we are having two elements, first and second element. If a function is defined from A to B, then first element should be from A and second element should be from B. Here I said if function is defined on A, means the first and second both elements should be from A only. A is well defined 1 to 10, then how 12 will come? How 14 will come? How 16 will come? It's wrong. Very simple. Please be careful. So when we will write the same sets relation in roster form, this is the roster form. This is the representation of a relation. Am I correct? Any problem is there? Now the same relation can be represented by another way, and this is called the arrow diagram. Suppose that I am taking here A, I am taking here B, sorry A. Because our relation is defined from A to A, I will here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1 is related to 2, 2 is related to 4, 3 is related to 6, 2 is related to 8, 5 is related to 2. This is the relation. This is another method to represent a relation. Any problem is there? Till now, I discussed about the 3 points. That is, first I told you if a relation is defined from A to B, then what should be the R? I told you that relation should be subset of A cross B. I told you. Now, if you want to check whether the given definition is correct or not, here I am having A. You may find A cross A because that relation is defined on A. So definitely you will get 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. You will get 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. You will get 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6. You will get 4, 1, 4, 8. Definitely you will get 5, 10 also. So that R should be subset of A cross B, A or not? It will be. And I have represented these relation. This is the relation, this is the relation, and this is the relation. This is representation of relation in set builder form. This is in roster form, and this is called arrow diagram. These are the 3 ways to represent a relation. Now, after knowing relation, we can move for the domain and range. It was discussed that in a previous days when I have started relation. Yeah, Ujjwal, can you tell me that definition of the domain or which what is the domain of any relation? Unmute yourself, then only we can listen to you.
Sir, domain means the value which we are giving to means the relation, and what value we are getting from that relation is range.
It means all the possible value of x for which this relation is defined, that is called the domain.
So,
And after substituting this value of x, whatever we are getting as y, this is called the range. In other words, I can say if our relation is given in the set builder form, if our relation is given in set builder, roster form, then set of the first element of each and every order pair will be called the domain, and set of the second element of each and every order pair will be called the range. Am I correct? Am I correct? If you want to write here, domain of R, what can I write? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I want to write here, range of R, 4, 6, 8, and 9. It's okay. Any problem is there? Any problem is there? I think these are the few points what we have to discuss in a relation. Okay. These are the few points. Now in front of you, you can see your first exercise is there. It's totally depend on the order pair and cross product. I think Cartesian product A cross B. Am I correct? First exercise is totally depend on the order pair and the Cartesian product. So if anyone have any question in the first exercise, you may ask. In second exercise, we will discuss about the relation. Anyone have any question in first exercise? Means 2.1. No. Okay, in relation, as we discussed that what is the domain, what is the range, and what is the relation, all these things we have discussed. Now tell me, is there any problem in 2.2? Different type of questions are there in 2.2. Some relation has given in roster form, we have to write in a set builder form. Some relations are there which are given in an arrow diagram form. We have to write in different form. So if you are having anything, then please ask this question. Question number 21, first part. Okay. In question number 21, it's written ki find the linear relation between the components of the ordered pair of the relation R where these are the elements. Actually, linear relation means what? If the elements are X, Y, so in linear relation, I can say Y is equal to AX plus B. It can be written or not. Y is equal to AX plus B, I can write, and then after, actually linear, if we are talking about the linear, it can be written as AX plus B. If I am talking about the quadratic relation, that time we will take AX square plus BX plus C. The standard form of the quadratic relation, we will take it. So here you can see, if I am talking about the first question, in the first part, let R is equal to X, Y. This is the element of relation order pair, and it's between X and Y such that I can take Y is equal to AX plus B. This is the relation. If suppose that it is written quadratic relation, I can write Y is equal to AX square plus BX plus C. Standard form of the quadratic. If it is written cubic relation, we can write Y is equal to AX cube plus BX square plus CX plus D. Now, here definitely this relation will be in the form of X and Y. We are facing problem because of A and B. If I'll find the value of A and value of B, so definitely I can say we can substitute this value of A and B here and we will get our result. Am I correct? I think some point has given. Yeah. In the first one, it's written in first part, R is equal to -1, -1. It's written 0, 2. It's written 1, 5. These are the few elements what I have given. What is the meaning of this one? If -1 and -1 belonging to R, it means what? When x is equal to -1, y will be -1. Is it or not? If 0, 2 is belonging in R, means when x is equal to 0, y will be 2. If 1, 5 is belonging in R, it means if x is equal to 1, y is equal to 5. Are you getting me? So need not to take all these three, 2 is enough. I'll take well. X is equal to -1, y is equal to -1. So it is -1 is equal to A into -1 plus B. We are having one relation -A plus B is equal to -2. This is the equation number 1. Now, if x is equal to 0, then y is equal to 2. Substitute here. 2 is equal to A into 0 plus B. Then B is equal to 2. Now that value of B you can substitute in 1. So from 1, what I will get? B is equal to 2 when I substitute. -A plus 2 is equal to -1. So -a is equal to -3. Definitely A is equal to 3. When I'll get the value of A, I'll get the value of B, then R can be written as xy such that y is equal to ax plus b is 3x minus 3x plus 2. Yes, I can. Now you can do the cross checking whether we have done correctly or not. I took these two elements. If I take x is equal to 1, y will be 5. We are getting or not. When I take x is equal to 1, y is 5. It means we had got the correct result. Got it? Got it? Anyone have any other doubt in any other question?
How it is possible that minus answer will come?
Yes. Anyone have any other doubt in any other question?
Bracket. So answer will be positive. Like there is plus operation over there. So final answer will be positive.
Having? If you are having, then you may raise your hand. I'll give you a chance to ask the question. Yes, please raise your hand. We are not having that much time. Astha Singh, Aryan Pandey, Aditya Chakravarti, Yashkant Nigam, Viya Sharma. These are the few names what I am telling you. Mekhla, Vijay, they are not attending the class with video. I don't know what is the reason behind it. Okay, please. Is there anything to discuss in relation? Any question is there? Okay. Yes, Ujjwal. Unmute yourself, please.
Sir, I have doubt in one function, many-one function, onto function, into function.
Okay, just wait for a few seconds. After discussing the relation, I'm just going to discuss about the function. Okay. So give them 1 or 2 minutes more, and then if they are not having any question in relation, that's I'm going to start the function. Don't worry. So very difficult to handle you people. I said to raise your hand, but you're not raising your hand. And now one student asked one question, and it is from, I think, function. Page number 77, example number 9, second part. Yeah, it is from the what I can say, function only, that domain and range and all these things. Okay. Those who are, I think Utkarsh Pandey asked this question. Utkarsh, please wait for a few seconds. After discussing about the function, I'm just going to solve this question. It's okay, beta? Okay. Now, I think in last time also it was discussed what is the function. Is there anyone who can define the function? Anushka, please unmute yourself and tell me what is the function.
Sir, a relation in which the elements of A have a unique
We are
image
not
in
getting
B.
your voice clearly, please.
Sir, a relation of A and B in which each element of A has a unique image in B.
If each element of A I think she want to say something, but voice is not clear. Okay, let me tell you. Simply, I can say a relation is called the function. In a very simple language, only I can say a relation is called a function with a certain condition. A student will be called a maths student with a certain condition. Is it or not? So, in the same way, I can say a relation is called the function with a certain condition. Now, what is the condition? This one we have to discuss. If a relation is defined from A to B, as I put here on the previous page, I think we wrote a relation is defined from A. If a relation is defined from A to B, then it is called a function if every element of A R is defined from A to B. Then this R will be called a function if every element of A, suppose that it is A and it is B, I'm having A, B, C, D, and E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So every element of A should have a unique image in B. Unique image in B. This is called uniqueness. There are 2 points. Every means we should not have a single element in A which have no any image in B. At least what I said, every element should have a unique image. What is the meaning of uniqueness? One element should have only one image. One element can't have more than one image. Yeah, 2 elements can have a same image. You can see here C and D both are having the same image. Having or not? If you remember on the last page, I took one example. I wrote R is equal to xy such that 2x minus y is equal to 0. R was defined on A. It was defined, and that A set A is represented by that's all the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the natural numbers I can say less than or equal to 10. When I wrote this R, I saw 1 is related to 2, 2 is related to 4, 3 is related to 6, 6 is 4 is related to 8, and 5 is related to 10. But 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, they have no any image. Am I correct? Am I correct? Let me draw one more. On the previous page, I was having A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It was said 1 is related to 2, 2 is related to 4, 3 is related to 6, and 4 is related to 8, and 5 is related to 10. Now see, there are many elements which have no image in B. This relation cannot be a function. This relation cannot be a function. A relation will be called a function if every element of A have a unique image in. Uniqueness word is there. I said every means there is no element which we should not have any element which have no image. Each and every element should have an image. That is the first condition. Second condition, unique image. One element should have only one image. One element can't have more than one image. Yeah, more than one element can have a same image. Suppose that if I am having like that, it's A, B, C, and D. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I am having like that, this is not a function because A have two images. A have two images. It cannot be a function. Are you getting me or not? Are you getting me? I think when I taught this topic, I took some example, parents and children like that. Na? If that's there is no child who have no parents, but there are some couple they have no any child. Something was there, some example I had given, if you remember. So just once again, you can listen me what I want to say. That's if a relation is defined from one set to another set, and these sets name are, suppose that A and B, relation is defined from A to B. So every element of A should have a unique image in B. In A, I should not have a single element which have no image in B. That is the first case. Second case, one element of A have only one image in B. More than one can have a same image, it's okay. But one element can't have more than more than one images. This condition cannot be followed. This condition can follow. See, here you can see C and D both are having the same image. This is the function. This is not a function. This is not a function. This is not a function because there are few elements which have no any image. This is not a function because A is having two images. Hope you are getting me what I want to say. Got it? Say yes or no. Now, I think Ujjwal said, asked one thing, sir, please explain the type of the function. Actually, there are different type of the function what we have discussed, like constant function, identity function, linear function, quadratic function, all these are there. But out of these things, few are there which is important for us, like one function, many one function, onto function, and into function. So what type of functions are called the one function? What type of functions are called the many one function? What type of functions are called the onto function? And what type of functions are called the into function? These things I'm going to discuss with you people in next 10 minutes. It's okay. But before that, one more point I want to tell you. In the function, that's as I told you, domain, range, and codomain. When R is the relation defined from A to B, I think we discussed that domain will be the set of the first element. In other words, I can say domain should be the subset of A. Am I correct? Subset of A. But in range, what would in function, what would be there? Domain should be exactly A. Domain will be A or not, because each and every element of A is going to related with the element of B. So domain is the value of X for which the function is defined. So for every value of A for which this function is defined, then only it is called the function. Am I correct? So in the function, that whole A will be called the domain. You must have seen in the previous page, in a relation, when I wrote the domain, then only few elements were there of A. I can say that domain is the subset of A, but here domain will be equal to A. In the function, I can say domain will be equal to A. That whole A will be called the domain. It's okay. This is the one point what I want to say. Now, as I told you, that's one student asked that one, many one, onto, and into. It's okay. Suppose that this is the function defined from A to B. Here I am having A, B, C, D, and E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another function I am trying here. A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. Here I'm having another function 8 is defined. And again I'm having A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you can see this way. Another function I am having here. Easily you can see here one element is related to one. This one also 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1. It can be called the 1. It can be called 1. At the same time, you can see here two elements are related to the same element. Two different elements are related to the same element. It can be called many rows. Now, move here again. Again, we are having the same thing 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1. It can be called 1, 1. And here also you can see these two elements are having same image. It can be called many. But can you tell me the difference between these two? It is 1, 1, it is also 1, 1. But are you able to see any difference between them? Is there any difference? Please, if you are able to find the difference between them, please tell me what is the difference. Both are 1, 1. But if I have drawn two different diagrams, so definitely there will be something. That's why I have drawn two different diagrams. Can you tell me what is the differences? Anyone? What happened? It's well visible in this function. There is an element 6 which have no pre-image. In this one, each and every element of P have their pre-images. Having or not? Here also you can see there are two elements which have no pre-image. Here you can see every element has their pre-images. So that difference is there or not? This is many one, this is many one, but there are some differences. This is 1, 1, this is 1, 1, but there are some differences. What is the difference? Here I am not having any image element which have no pre-image, but here I am having one element which have no pre-image. So if I will get at least one element which have no pre-image in A, where we will get this element in B. If a function is defined from A to B, and if I am finding at least one element in B which have no pre-image in A, then this one is called into, and this one is onto. So overall, it can be called 1, 1 onto function. It can be called 1, 1 into function. Are you getting me what I want to say? Here also, I think first I define what is 1, 1 and what is the many one, and then after I am defining what is onto, what is into. I said if at least one element is there in B which have no their pre-image, then it is into. In other word, what I want to say, in other word, if a function is defined from A to B, then A is domain, B is codomain. And the element of B which are having their pre-images, they are called the range. The value of Y is called the range. So if range is exactly equal to the codomain, then it is onto function. See, it is codomain, and that's all these elements will be working as the second element of a function. This is called the range also. So in this case, range and codomain both are same. I can say it is onto function. But here you can see this will be the range and that whole will be the codomain. In this case, I can say range is the proper subset of codomain. If the range is proper subset of codomain, I can say it is an into function. Are you getting me what I want to say? So this one is 1 1 onto, this one is 1 1 into. Now in the same way you can see here I am having some free element. It can be called into. So it is many one into, but at the same time there is no any element in B which have a free image in A. Therefore it is onto. So it is called many one onto. Hope you have got my point. But the problem is there, na, ki when we will start the solving question, that time we will have problem how to solve it. With the help of this diagram only we had come to know that ki what is the 1 1, what is many one, what is onto, what is into. These things we learn, but how to show in the question? One question has been given. Suppose that one function has been given. A function f is defined from natural number to natural number. Fx is equal to 5x plus 4, whether it is 1 1 or many one or onto or into. So we should have some thing not to represent it or to show it. So what I am thinking, already it is 1 p.m. Our time is over. So tomorrow I will tell you how to show that the given function is 1 1 onto, because it is an important point in examination. You will get definitely some question related to this topic. One function will be given and you can get like that, so that the given function is 1 1, so that the given function is many one, so that the given function is bijective. Bijective means 1 1 onto. So tomorrow we will discuss about it. Okay? Anyone have any doubt? Any problem is there? Yes. Any problem is there? Only few students are attending class. 20 students, I can 20-25 students are attending class with the video. Rest are taking rest. Let them take rest. Okay, thank you. Have a good day. And tomorrow, most probably, I'll discuss about this one. And as a requirement, yes, wait 1 minute. Others Singh has raised his hand. Yes, others, where are you? Please unmute yourself. Akash Prajapati.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please unmute yourself, beta.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, in sets chapter, if two sets are given, how will find the greatest value and least value?
Pardon, please. I'm not getting.
In set chapter, if two sets are given, how will find the least value and greatest value?
Which least value and which greatest value?
Sir, on page number 48, that question number 17.
Wait. Which question you are talking?
Number 17.
Huh?
Number 17.
Actually, if I want to find the number of A intersection B, suppose that, so least value means what? If there is no any common element, so A intersection B will be 5. Are you getting me? And if A intersection B will be 5, the number of element in A intersection B will be 0. So I think 0 will be the least element in A intersection B. Then after it's written greatest one. Now, if there are 7 elements in B and 10 elements in A, so that A cannot be a subset of B, but B can be a subset of A. If all the elements of B are the element of A, then B can be a subset of A. In this case, A intersection B will be equal to B. Are you getting me? Akash.
Yes, sir, good.
Are you getting me or not? No voice. So B can be the subset of A, and if B is the subset of A, then A intersection B will be equal to B. So it's written the greatest value of number of A intersection B, that will be 7, I think. There could be 7 element in A intersection B. The case is that much only if B is the subset of A. A cannot be a subset of B because number of element in A are the more than number of element in B. Third one has given the greatest value of A union B. Listen me again. If A and B two disjoint sets are there, so if we will write A union B, so all the element of A and all the element of B we have to write. Is if A and B both are the disjoint set, in this case 10 element of A and 7 element of B will come in A union B. So greatest value of A union B, number of A union B will be 17. That will be 17. Are you getting me? And the least element, again, if B is the subset of A, so A union B will be equal to A. And how many elements are there in A? 10 elements. So least value of cardinal number of A union B will be 10 only. Got it? Akash. I'm not able to listen. Akash, are you able to listen me?
Yes, sir.
So is it clear what I said?
Yes, sir. Got. Thank you, sir.
Anything more?
No, sir.
Thank you. So can I stop today class? Thank you. Have a good day.